Hello, I'm with the Firebreathing Kittens podcast, and I'm going to show you how we number our stage plays, screenplays, scripts, etc. I'm showing you this tutorial in Google Docs, LibreOffice, OpenOffice, Microsoft Office, etc. all work very similar, so it doesn't really matter which one you're using, that's up to you. Let's get started. The title page is not numbered. The props page is numbered. It's numbered in lowercase Roman numerals. So this would be I. The costumes page is also numbered in lowercase. All these pre-pages are all numbered in lowercase Roman numerals. So that's II for 2. You would keep going with 3 being III, 4 being IV, 5 being V, etc. until you're out of your pre-pages. This takes you into the scene pages. Act 1, Scene 1, Page 1 is numbered in the upper right with the act and the scene, and also in the bottom of the page with the overall page number in normal numbers. For example, the number 4. You've probably got multiple pages to your scenes. In the top right, they should say the act and the scene. If you can get them to say the page number, add that here too. I don't think you can with Google Docs, LibreOffice, OpenOffice, or Microsoft Word, but let me know if I'm wrong. I would love to know. But you can at least put the act and the scene there. And again, this would be page 5, this would be page 6, and you've got a change in scene here where it's act 1, scene 2, page 1, etc. Let's start at the beginning. The title page is not numbered. The props page is numbered. We're going to want to insert a page break here. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that you guys can see what I'm doing. The only way to number the props page I and the costumes page II in Google Docs is to create different sections for each page. It doesn't see Roman numerals as numbers, so you have to treat them as scalars, not as numerals. That probably doesn't make sense for people who don't computer program. I'm just going to say they're not counted. They're considered words. So you click on Insert. I'll make this bigger. Click on Insert, click on Break, and then you click on Section Break. Next page. What you've done is you've separated props and costumes into 2 different sections. You're going to want to do this for each of your pre-pages. Insert, break, section, break. So now all of your pre-pages are their own separate sections. You can even do your title page. Insert, break, section, break. Okay. Now these are all different sections, although they don't look different to the eye, but the difference is that they each have their own footer. That means that if I type, and let's just make this a bit bigger. If I type I, which is very tiny. So if I type I into the bottom, and I uncheck, so you can either uncheck link to previous, or you can click different first page for this title page. It doesn't really matter. And now we have I in the bottom of props. At the bottom of costumes, which has wandered away, here we go, costumes. I clicked delete there to put it on this page. Now costumes is considered section 2. Wait, did I delete the page break? Yeah, I did. Okay, so be careful how you click delete, because you might delete the page break. Did I delete the page break? No, I didn't. Okay, so now we have footer in section 2 says I, costumes in section 3, click unclick link to previous, and now you can type II without changing the one that came before it. So to summarize, we've got title page, unnumbered, props page, I, costumes page, II. And you just have to do that individually for all of your pre-pages because Roman numerals aren't numbers, and also you can't have separate footers in the same section or separate headers. It will copy over the II to all of your pages like this, see? So we're going to want to now put normal page numbers down here. Uncheck link to previous, which will get rid of the II, and increase your font size so that your viewer can see what you're typing. Okay, now this is actually page 4. So we're going to want to insert a page number, which is options page number. And then I'm zooming in a little bit so you can see it. Page numbers apply to, there's some options here, the whole document, you don't want that because remember, your title page is unnumbered, your prepages are numbered I and II, etc. You don't only want this section to be numbered, you want from this section forward to be numbered. So apply to this section forward, position, footer. This is the first page of this section, so you do want to show it on the first page, and start it at 4 because the title page was 1, props and costumes were 2 and 3, so this is just manually count and apply that. And now it shall count it for you. Okay, so let's zoom out and show you. All of these pages are now going to increase in ascending number in their page count. So I mentioned that you're going to want to put the act and the scene and the page number in the top right of the page. How you do that is you double click up here where the header would be and you can get a header. If that doesn't work for you, you can also insert headers and footers header. Uncheck link to previous so that you're not altering the costumes page. And then type in bigger letters, bigger numbers so that people can see what you're doing. Act 1. That's the letter I. Scene 1. Now, we can't put page number here. I wish we could, but if we start automatically counting the page number, then it's going to be 4. If it's automatically counting at 1, then this is going to be 1. I don't know how to unlink the two page types in the section versus the whole document. If you know how, please teach me. We also can't manually type it because anything we manually type is going to carry over to this page. So if we had typed page 1 manually, it would be on page 2 saying page 1. So you really do just have to type act 1, scene 1 up there, and that's all you can do. So if you learn how to separate the bottom of the page auto counting from the top of the page auto counting, let me know. And I've shown you how you can separate each page into its own section if you'd like to manually change this. But anyway, so moving on, this is the best we can do. So this takes you to Act 1, Scene 1, page 2. And now you've moved on to Act 1, Scene 2, page 1. You need to change this to say Act 1, Scene 2. So at the bottom of where it would say End Scene 1, you're going to click Insert, Break, Section Break. Now you've ended Scene 1 and you're starting Scene 2. And you're going to want to double click on your header here. Now I like to Control C because I know that I'm about to paste it. Uncheck link to previous. This will completely delete everything that you typed into Act 1, Scene 2, page 1. So I paste it because I'm lazy. There you go. And now all of your Scene 2 pages will be labeled Act 1, Scene 2. So let's just review what we've done. Our title page is unnumbered. Our props page doesn't have any numbering in the upper right, but it has I in the bottom. Our costumes page doesn't have any numbering in the top right, but it has II in the bottom. Act 1, Scene 1, page 1 says that it's Act 1, Scene 1 in the top right, and that it's page 4 at the bottom. Act 1, Scene 1, page 2 continues to call itself Act 1, Scene 1. We're not going to be able to count page numbers digitally. Alright, but it says page 5. And then each time the scene changes, we're able to change that. And again, you can manually change the page number in this if you're willing to create a section for each individual page of your document, but you don't have to do that. So that is what we've learned, that that's how you count pages in your script, or I guess that's how you do the best you can with your script. And I hope that this tutorial was helpful. I hope I've shown you how to do it, at least in the different programs. The button locations and the exact names of the buttons you click are different, but this is the same process for Microsoft Word, LibreOffice, OpenOffice, etc. If you have any questions, let me know. Hope this helped. Bye!